Alright, it is early August 1863. Let's just say the game's over. The little experiment I did failed miserably. When I tried to pull Lee out of here, it just triggered a battle with me on offensive. If you'll remember, he had like 11 or 12,000 power there, heavily entrenched, so it didn't work out. The game's over. I'm going to play it out the best I can. Of course, you should do that. Like something like this like happens makes you just want to quit the game and start a new one, but you got to play it out, do the best you can. And when you're the winner, it's a lot more fun to win without the guy quitting, I should say. So I'm going to play it out. I'll just kind of show you the battles real quick. This one may be the first one. Probably is because it's taking a minute to load. So all in all, I had a few more troops than him going into this battle, but I lost just under 77,000 men. He lost 47. So just that right there, game's over. Like, I can't just take a 30,000 man hit like that. As I said, I guess if you're on defensive and try to move out of the region, you can still trigger yourself to go on the offensive, which doesn't make sense, but is what it is. So there was one day's battle there. There was a day of battle here. Oddly enough, he hasn't taken this yet, but there's nothing left in there. If you'll see, the division I have is nothing in there, and I got these militia units here. But so, you know, I won that battle. Second day, you know, lost a little bit more men. He just kind of whittled me down there, so he'll take it next turn unless he misses the activation roll. Third day, lost even more. Goes back up to Maryland. I said Annapolis. So I think that was a different battle. Pretty even casualties here, but I still got beat pretty badly. I'm not sure why my other corps didn't join in. Won this battle. Took the little town here. Project Maryland. Lost that battle. These are these just little guys I put over here from last time. Didn't really mean much, just more of an annoyance. Excuse me, let me drink some water. Even casualties on this one. I won this one. This was here, I believe. And there was another cab battle. I lost more. I won it, but again, it was out here. And that's pretty much it. You are able to do war bonds and taxes again, so I did those. Did some more, paying $1 for volunteers, so I'll just try to play this out as long as I can. I doubt, so what I'm going to do here, I'm just pulling these guys out because they're going to run out of supply soon, so I need to build a base here. I am moving this corps up here just to take that fort. And then I may think about just pulling back here and seeing how long I can just last this game. Because, of course, I don't want them to have a record of being able to beat me the quickest as Union. So, you know, there's that to consider. Now, eventually, I just run out of food everywhere because once he's consolidated New Orleans, he's going to probably go for Mobile and Wilmington and just take everything, and then he's just going to send all these troops up here, going to encircle me, and then I'll just have all those troops here and I'll eventually just starve. But we'll see what happens. The only thing I'm really doing, like I said, moving these guys out. I'm holding these guys put here. Longstreet got hurt. I don't know where he is. He's somewhere around here. In here? I do have some guys in here. No. Well, I don't know where he's at. He's here though, I saw him earlier. He's wounded some. Oh, there he is. I was actually better already. Okay, that's weird. Huh. I don't know what to do with him now. So I'll just leave him here for now. I'm gonna see if this guy can take him. Just another kind of experiment here to see what happens. So that's pretty much it. I'll get this sent over and we will run the turn.
All right, it's early August 63, and holy wow. There was a lot of death this turn. He attacked me here at Annapolis, and it went horribly for him. I think there was something like 165,000 casualties in this one turn alone. So, I mean, you think about it, 3-day battle at Gettysburg, there was, what, like 60 or 70,000 casualties, I think? Maybe I'm overstating that. I don't recall. But 165,000 casualties in one turn. To put that into perspective, so there's now been 753,000-ish casualties total. 403 from him, 350,000 from me. 165,000 came from this one turn. And we got a huge morale boost that we got 21 morale. And I imagine he probably suffered pretty heavily morale-wise. Yeah, he's down to 88, which is really bad as a Confederacy, particularly when he's in this situation where he has to attack me to move the pin, you know? So let's go over those here really quick. All right, so Montgomery, Maryland. I lost 47,000 troops out of the 181,000. He's got more troops than me, by the way. 77,000. Now, he has more troops because he pretty much cleared out the west. He moved everybody from the west to the eastern theater. Just, wow. Now, let's go through here on overall results. I don't think I lost any divisions. Look at this. Look at that. Yeah, so I didn't lose any divisions. Doesn't look like he did either. Let's go back up here. I just want to show you this is a good illustration of how effective a division of artillery can be. This is really laggy. I don't know why it's so laggy. Nice, stop it. So he inflicted 1,100 cohesion on him, and some hits as well. So 143 hits compared to, you know, say Slocum here, who got 196. Again, half the amount of cohesion hits. There are some other divisions here that had, you know, better cohesion, but the difference is these guys also suffered casualties, right? They got shot at. This guy doesn't get shot at all because artillery is usually the last to be targeted. Now you can see he's doing that too. He's got a division here of artillery. But so let's just go through here real quick. And this is really laggy, so I may not be able to go through this as thoroughly as I want. So he showed up with some cowardice to start, which I'm not sure why, because these are some good. I mean, Hood is a fantastic division commander, and so is Smith, and so is Anderson, to be honest. So I don't know why that is, but they also performed well tactically. And just in this one turn, I mean, like, God, it's a lot of hits just in this one turn. I mean, this first round on, it was just like a bloodbath. So let's see here. Emplaced artillery batteries, opened devastating fire. So that's the advantage we had being on the defense. What was our defensive entrenchment? I mean, it wasn't the best, right? Because I had just gotten there and then just started digging in. Number of enemy units captured 2 units. Number of elements which were routed, 43. kind of wondering how his ammo is doing too, by the way. Yeah, it's not telling me how I was entrenched. Here we go, 351. So, okay entrenchment actually. I'm still not sure where this battle occurred, if this was in Montgomery, Maryland. Okay, I just got to keep that in mind. What's the other thing I wanted to look at? All right, anyway, so that's just monster numbers. He was also on red, right? So that's part of the reason. I mean, Lee's already has an aggressive trait that prevents him from retreating the first 2 hours of battle. And then you add on be on red. Yeah, I mean, if you're not winning that battle, then you're going to suffer some pretty significant casualties. He lost almost half his cavalry. So, all right, so that's there. I'm not going to go through it as much as I want to go through the detail. It's just really laggy for me to go through this for some reason. And he's not out of ammo. Here, let me actually get to round 6. I want to see his ammo. Yeah, so he ran out of ammo. No, exhausted, fatigued, exhausted. I mean, my guys were exhausted too. Yeah, so he's decent on ammo. That's in Montgomery, Maryland, so that was here. So he attacked me here. That was not over here at Annapolis. Okay. See, and I'm really well entrenched, right? I mean, good luck trying to take me out there. All right, so that's all New Orleans. All right, so here we go. Here's Annapolis. I had 58,000 troops. He had 59,000. He lost almost 15,000. I lost 4. My entrenchment level was 125. So again, just a little bit above 100. So not the best, but I was on the defensive. His guys were exhausted by the end of the battle. And again, look at Couch rather, just dominating. 6 rounds of battle there, or actually only 1 round. Wow, so I inflicted 15,000 casualties in 1 round. Interesting. Just got great generals over here, Well, so do I. I have good generals too. So that's another 15,000 to my 4. That was here. Let's check Queen. Yeah, I just went after his rebels. I took this back over here. And then I lost actually. Oh, interesting. So he's got some cavalry here. Okay. He's got 27,000. All right. So I don't know what that was about. I might have gone after. That's right. I probably attacked there. He moved there as well, and it pushed me back up. Frederick, Maryland. All right. And then... Okay, so he's got 4,800. Same number as me. Right here, it looks like. Okay. So let's just go back over that again here as far as casualties. There's 2 battles over in Virginia. So we got 9 national morale from this first one, where he lost 77,000. I lost 47. Okay, I got another 9 from Annapolis, so I got 18 from those 2 battles. That's pretty wild. So 47 and then 77. I'm gonna put this in my phone real quick here. Old times there are not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away. Okay. In Dixieland, where I was born in early on. Okay, so I lost about 51,000 troops that turn over here in Virginia. And he lost, so I lost 51,000. And he lost about 92,000. Yes, it's almost 2 to 1 in terms of casualties over here in Virginia. All right, so and then there was several battles in New Orleans. where he's loses about the same amount of troops, but obviously have twice as many as he does. Lost 6, so now he's down to about 5,000. I'm down to about 29,000. And then I'm about down to 27,000, and he is almost out of no troops. Okay. Alright, so I was thinking about moving him over to Chattanooga. And I think if I do that, to be honest with you, I probably need to move this guy, or at least some of his force down, which I think I'm going to do. Just to make sure that I don't create a situation where he can take Memphis back from me. So I'm going to bring him down. Now, I don't have artillery here yet, so I'm not going to be able to get the full entrenchment bonus like I've been enjoying down there. So I need to get some artillery down there sooner rather than later. And so probably next turn, I'm going to build a few units over here in the west just to, one, keep the training up. So I'm probably going to build some militia. I'm going to build a 6-pound artillery unit so I can put it in Memphis and so forth. But that's where we're at. So I'm going to move this division over towards Chattanooga. I'm sieging, or I took Chattanooga. So we're going to hold it here. I'm also building a, I was debating building a redoubt here. It's 50,000. Let's do it. It's because that's a critical location that I need for purposes of supply. Now, one thing I decided, what I'm going to do here. So part of the problem I'm having is supply. It's not pulling forward like I want it to. And so really I probably need a depot right here. And so I might end up doing that actually. I'm chasing that guy around, and really I just need to come down here. Let's just go down here. Get him in place. And then, I don't know if you guys can see that. That's my son. He's asking if I can play with him. Which I will. Alright. Let's go up there. Okay, and I did finally get this guy back from the Indians way up north, so I'm going to move him down after him. Just clear these guys out, because they're just going to be tearing up my rail lines and so forth. He's got this guy coming over. What are he's going after? Probably want to put him in blue-green. Alright. And then I could always combine those 2 cavalry units together if I need to. Okay. So that's the plan. Build a depot here that'll pull supply towards Chattanooga from Nashville. Okay. I have to watch this guy. I don't know what he's up to up there. Now, I'm bringing this guy. Why didn't it? Okay, I don't know what happened there. I had him going this way here. I'm gonna have to check over this turn here before I run it, because for some reason like this didn't save. I'm gonna tear up the rail lines with these guys. He's going forward. He's going. Okay, he's there. Alright. Now, I just need to recover over here, right? Because I lost 50,000, he lost 100,000, and I don't really have any incentive to attack him. I could attack him here if I wanted, but the problem is just my guys are all beat up. They're all just really tore up right now. So I need to recover cohesion and get these guys back into fighting shape before I can go on the offensive. Same here, right? These guys are all tore up. Now the guys in with Grant aren't as tore up. It's just these 2 corps out here that took most of the beating for some reason. I'm bringing a ship down here to build up these divisions, get these guys in fighting shape. And then I'm going to attack here, which, again, it didn't do it. Don't know why. I have these guys attacking to try and take this area. So, him. Alright. Now, what's my partisan doing? I want that. Put him there. Do I have military control? I have military control there, so. Oh, I want that guy. So yes, that's right. So I went after him, and then I want to go repair these. Okay. Then I took him, and I put him down here. For military control. So I got him here. He's tearing up that rail line. There's a depot right there. Actually. Let's go down that way. Here, I can actually play a depot card. Sorry, guys. Some stuff got messed up that didn't save, apparently. But we are going to run the turn as soon as I... It's not what I'm looking for. Here we go, grid. Alright, I can just play it on that. Alright, I'm gonna move him here actually. Because he's got good supply. I can play out, so hopefully I'll take out a couple of these depots here. Yeah, I'll keep him here, that way I can play those cards again. Okay, I need to get him... Do I want to get him out of there? No. Send him that way. And then down. Ooh, it's going to take too long. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, I want to use him, but we're going to pull him back for a moment. Just to figure out what I want to do with him. Okay, so I think that fixes the things that I wasn't doing, that I should have been doing. Recruiting up here, obviously. And then our military control, I'm still going with the military control down here. We did not take New Orleans this turn. It's back to 3, which is annoying. It's still totally breached though, right? So hopefully he makes his activation roll here. We take it. I think I'm going to take my ships and send them back down there just to be sure, right? Because the supply being what it is. Although, man, they're pretty tore up. I'm going to give them a second because they need to get repaired. And quite frankly, just because I don't want to run the risk of losing. If I lose Memphis, right, those ships are... I'm going to lose those ships. So let's send them to Cairo, which has a nice large port for repair. All right, and then we didn't take Little Rock yet. But it looks like we might get it this turn. We'll see. I'm also red with him. I did get the strategic location up here. It is now mine. That's why I set it down there. To get military control over it. And we have military control here. All right, so expenditures. I'm okay on artillery for now, but obviously 1,500 line infantry elements I need to replace, 354 elites. So I put 2 into that for 10. I got 25. 296 cavalry, so then I put 3 there. And so I need to start putting them back in rail pool again, right? So I need to do that. Our conscripts are pretty good, so I don't have to worry about that. But I am issuing war bonds, so we'll lose the 1% on the inflation, get 800,000. I was debating burning 2 morale because we have 122 right now, but morale is really important in battles because your guys perform better and they're less likely to flee the battle. And so I'm just going to try and replace everything with that 800,000 and just rock that. And then avoid the price inflation by printing money. Alright, and then I'm sending this guy to DC. So I think that's everything. Let's run the turn, see what happens here. Alright. Now I think his guy in Annapolis can probably slip out of there without a battle. If he goes green, green, since I'm on defensive posture. And I'm aware of that, and that's just might be the way it goes, right? I wasn't in a position. No, I don't think there's a single division I had in Annapolis that wasn't pretty tore up. So, come on, take New Orleans, take it. He's put up quite the defense there, I mean, I had more than twice as many troops as he did to start, the campaign there, and he's been able to hold out for several turns. If I could do it all over again, I probably would have landed north of New Orleans and then moved into New Orleans by land instead of my amphibious assault like I did. But it looks like it won't be a critical error on my part. It looks like we'll still be able to get New Orleans just fine. And the nice thing is we made our activation roll this turn with Lion. So if we missed our activation roll, obviously this would not be happening. That's part of the reason why Lion is the one I wanted to make army commander and then get him down there, was he's the second best army commander I have behind Grant right now. I think he's got a 4 strategic rating. And then 2 attack, 2 defense. Dude, he was just like, hold at all costs. Good lord, man. Like, this is like the Alamo. Jeez. Alright, New Orleans is ours. There we go. His economy is officially tanked. Took Charleston, took New Orleans. Boom. And that's on the heels of losing, what do we say? Almost 100,000 troops? Yeah, so he's in deep doo-doo. Oh, where'd that guy come from? Oh, he's attacking the fort. Okay. Although still the question is, where did he come from? I don't know if those are guys moving out of Annapolis. And so he's trying to get out of there, maybe? And the nice thing too is hopefully those units are repaired at the end of this turn, because then he'll be up there that fort area with no entrenchment, and then I'll just go after him again. Hopefully knock him across the river. Okay, so you had 24,000 troops with that guy. That's just the one corps, though. He's got other corps. Just me attacking his cavalry on the rail line here. Okay, so not a super eventful turn, but we did take New Orleans, which is huge, right? I do want to go over and see if Little Rock fell. I don't think it did. There would have been at least some small battle there. Probably what happened was he didn't make his activation roll. I do want to see too, did I take out any of these depots? Yeah, took that one out. That one's still there. That one's still there. So I took out one. Use those cards right now before I forget. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to choke off his supply. Let me see what these guys look like here. Yeah, these guys are looking pretty good. Yeah. He's a little tore up. Alright. So he's here now. These troops should be here. So those transports that I need to take back to the shipping lanes. Alright. And he probably did the same. I'm actually kind of curious here. Let's look at the... Okay, he offered up money for volunteers, so he's clearly hurting on conscripts, which we're not. I issued war bonds, and so did he. So he's gonna have $800 to roll with. Now he's up to 1,600. He raised taxes, which raising taxes is this one right here. So he lost 2 morale. Interesting. So he's at 82 morale. That means he's really desperate for money. Okay. Still no movement on me up here. How's the military control? Slowly coming down. Okay. And then let's go look at Little Rock here real quick before I go ahead and start doing my moves. Yep, so I didn't take it. Yeah, he missed his activation roll. Big freaking surprise. Noob. Okay. Alright. And what happened over here? Why is he? Oh, yeah, there. Okay, so I'm getting supply now. Supply pulled forward that turn, so that's good. Alright, now I'm going to try and get to Atlanta if I can. Now, the tricky part's going to be, this is why I put the redoubt here. I got to hold Chattanooga for 5 turns, and then they'll be pretty well fortified, right? So that's part of the reason I'm tearing up these rail lines now, is making it so that it's gonna take him more time to get down and try and take Chattanooga if he decides to change his course of, decision making. I don't think he will, because I think he's pretty much all in over at DC. I think he probably figures if he doesn't take DC, he's gonna lose the game. So might as well just stick it out, see how it goes. But anyways, I need to just kind of plan for that, right? So, what is going on here? Okay. I'll have to figure out what to do up here. I think I'm probably going to attack him. Yeah, okay, let me just assess things here, and I'll be back.